The Navy is testing the air on its warships after getting a number of complaints about mold in the ventilation systems. The CBC News first raised concerns last year, but back then the military said it had no reports of health issues. Well, now a former sailor is speaking out, saying he got sick while serving his country. Murray Brewster reports.
Mold. It's gross, it's ugly, and it's unsafe. Retired Lieutenant Alan Doucette served aboard 2 Canadian destroyers, HMCS Athabascan and HMCS Iroquois, between 2006 and 2009, and he came away sick.
They said it was just a seasonal flu, chest cold, whatever they wanted to chalk it up to.
But it was more than that, and he began to look around for a cause.
There was black mold pretty much in all the living quarters, like in the corners and stuff like that. It looked like somebody had used black spray paint and just, mist or whatever.
His illness was diagnosed as hyperactive airway disorder, brought on by exposure to mold and diesel fumes, something Veterans Affairs now recognizes as the reason his naval career ended in 2012.
I'm not aware of any long-term reports of any kind of illness associated with mold.
Last year, CBC News reported on mold and air quality concerns aboard the warships, and this was, at the time, the Navy's official line.
We have absolutely no concern about the mold in the ships.
But now, it's this.
We've had an ongoing concern with mold in the frigates now since we entered into the pre-work for the modernization program.
That modernization project was a $4.3 billion multi-year refit of the Navy's 12 frigates. The program did not include an upgraded ventilation system despite previous mold concerns. The Navy is now being forced to retrofit those changes into each ship, costing taxpayers $50 million.
So every indication that we have today is that it is work to improve the system.
But they aren't entirely sure. DND has deployed a hazardous health assessment team to HMCS Winnipeg. It will conduct specialized air quality tests between now and the end of the month. Eventually, all warships will be checked, in addition to day-to-day assessments.
For air quality monitoring, we have our physician assistants on board who always conducts air quality monitoring.
So to test just how diligent the Navy has been on a day-to-day basis, CBC News asked under access to information for copies of previous air quality tests and health assessments related to mold on warships. 9 months later, and we're still waiting. Murray Brewster, CBC News, Ottawa.
Families that have no idea their kids are being exposed to this.
This woman seen here agreed to be on camera, but asked that I not use her name to protect her daughter regarding her experience. On August 26th, she moved her daughter and 2 other friends into the Highlands apartments on Enterprise Road. From day one, she knew they had a problem.
We had a lot of other maintenance issues, but the mold was always the biggest concern we had.
While getting her daughter settled into her apartment to start the school semester, she noticed black mold in the bathrooms, kitchen, and even the dishwasher.
To be honest, I felt very blown off. I'm kind of, it was kind of like, oh yeah, we'll get back to you, no problem. I'll let the management know and we'll take care of that within, a couple days or whatever, and nothing was done.
After multiple maintenance requests, a crew was sent to fix the mold.
They came in and caulked over the mold in my daughter's bathroom, painted over the mold in this student's bathroom, but it didn't take care of the issue.
Apart from being unsightly, the mold started to cause even more problems.
I was very concerned about my daughter. She already had pre-existing issues with breathing and did not need that added on top of it. At first we kept blowing it off thinking that was it, but then the other girls were also having issues, and we realized that this was something that everybody was having trouble with.
The girls in this story are not alone. If you go to the Highlands Yelp page, you can see other reviews making the same complaints. I reached out to the Highlands for comment, and they issued a statement that says, in part, issues concerning air quality are given high priority, and we follow detailed operating procedures to resolve them. Highlands encourages all its residents to use the resident portal to submit requests for any unresolved maintenance issues their apartment may have.
They didn't see it as a priority.
On September 30th, just 1 month and 4 days after they moved in, all 3 parents moved the girls out. They could have forgotten the issue and moved on, but she says she can't let another parent leave their child there.
I know there's someone else in that unit that is being exposed to mold.
Έκανα εξετάσεις, έκανα καλλιέργεια, γοροσκόπηση και με πήραν καλλιέργεια από μέσα μου. against cancer, you know. It's too quick, it's very quick.
Aggressive
Yeah.
lung cancer.
Τα προβλήματα είναι ότι το σπίτι έχει πολλή υγρασία. 1,5 χρόνο άρχισε να παρουσιάζει νερά, γιατί οι σωλήνες που είναι μέσα στο μπάνιο έχουν καταστραφεί, θέλουν όλα αλλαγή. Έχει υγρασία, έχει πάνω από 1,5 χρόνο. Πολύ άσχημα θα είναι. Πρέπει να καίω συνέχεια τα καλοριφέρ. Πρέπει να έχω να πούμε ένα 500 το μήνα για να καίω να έχει το καλοριφέρ για να μπορώ να μείνω μέσα ζεστά. Δεν μπορώ, τα λεφτά δεν έχω κιόλα. Τους τουαλέτες τους είδανε μέσα που τρέχουνε. Ναι. Ούτε και το καζανάκι δεν έκανε. Το καζανάκι είναι 2 μήνες 3. Τρέχει το καζανάκι. Ποιος θα πληρώσει τα λεφτά αυτά? Είχανε πει, έστειλα από το Δημαρχείο και το είδανε το σπίτι. Το τσακάρανε το σπίτι ότι είναι ακατάλληλο. Και είχαν πει ότι θα μου δώσουν, θα μου πάνε κάπου αλλού. Είπαν θα μου βοηθήσουν και δεν κάνανε τίποτα. Ήρθαν, είδανε στα κόκαλα. Πονάνε και τα κόκαλά μου, δεν είναι μόνο που έχω τον καρκίνο. Ότι πρέπει να αλλάξω περιβάλλον. Γιατί μπορεί να πάω και παραπάνω. Είπανε 3, εγώ μπορεί να πάω και 1 χρόνο. Τι να νοεύομαι. Να είμαι πιο ήρεμος, να μπω σε μια σειρά, να μην ταλαιπωρούμε. Να βρω την ησυχία μου.
Ένα φλάτ, αυτό θέλει.
Υπάρχει καλύτερο πράγμα να έχεις ανθρώπους δίπλα. Ποιον να έχεις? Τους ανθρώπους τους δικούς σου θέλεις να έχεις δίπλα. Ποιον να έχεις? Δεν υπάρχει καλύτερο πράγμα. Γι' αυτό δεν θέλω να φύγω από εδώ πέρα, επειδή είναι κοντά και μου βοηθάνε.
Πες μας τι σου αρέσει που τον Δημήτρη, γιατί...
Τα πάντα. Είναι η ζωή μου. Είναι η ζωή μου.
Portland Housing Authority isn't the only subsidized housing provider that's struggling to keep mold at bay. 8 Investigates spoke with a renter living in an Avesta housing building in Parsonfield who says she's been dealing with that problem for years. Today, Nora Hogan spoke with some frustrated residents.
After seeing our recent coverage, a woman who lives at Pinewood Apartments reached out to 8 Investigates. She's been dealing with mold on and off for the past 10 years. The mold was remediated back in 2022, but it returned quickly, coating parts of her ceiling and windowsills and growing inside a newly cleaned heat pump. She says they didn't address the regrowth until just recently. Now they're moving her family to a hotel while they remediate the mold again. They told her that she'll be there for a month. A spokesperson for Avesta Housing says that increased rainfall and humidity has contributed to mold in buildings across our state, saying, quote, "The health and safety of our residents is of utmost importance to Avesta Housing. Whenever there is an issue that could affect that, we take prompt measures to address the issue." I spoke with another woman who's living in the building. She has COPD. She says that mold in her apartment has impacted her breathing and caused her to get a rash. But after a recent air quality test, Avesta Housing said that the mold levels were low. She's staying put. So this is a story that we'll continue to follow for you. I'm Nora Hogan in the studio for 8 Investigates.
I want to thank you so much because we now have heat.
It was back in January we first came to the Betances houses in the Bronx. Jeanette and her dog and her neighbors were freezing. After our story, her building got heat.
I see you on TV all the time.
Thanks for watching. We're back. Now it's Sandra Ortiz's turn for a little respect and repairs. Why'd you guys reach out to us?
Oh, because I saw you a lot in the news and you help out a lot of people. and I'm so happy you're here.
She sent us these pictures of her bathroom.
I don't want you to cough or anything like that.
Okay, all right.
You know, because it's too much.
It's that bad, isn't it, huh?
Yeah.
It's that bad. But we have to see it.
And I'm reaching out to Monica to help me, which I know she will.
You know it's a bad sign when she has masks ready before you even walk in.
Mold, mildew, black mold, mushrooms, and it's been close to 2 years, and I can't no more.
She duct taped all this plastic to cover it all up, but the smell is still strong and the roaches still crawl in.
Nighttime it smells like a sewer.
Sandra says her apartment is falling apart. Her medicine cabinet fell off her wall just last week.
All these tickets are, it's too much.
She showed us all the tickets she's put in for repairs.
Every day I call, it's too much and nothing. They send a maintenance and they only take a picture.
No action. This is no way to live.
I pay my rent every month. No, it's not fair, Monica.
And reached out to the New York City Housing Authority for answers, and they tell us the management team had, quote, vendor issues, and that they'll be in touch with Sandra this week. You know we'll be back. We are on your side, okay?
Thank you so much. I know I believe in you. I see you all the time in Channel 11.
Well, thank you for reaching out.
Yes,
We're going to fight for you. And if you have a story, reach out to us on Facebook at Monica Morales TV. That's Monica Morales TV. We could be in your neighborhood next. At the Betances houses in the Bronx, Monica Morales, Pix 11 News.
Thank you so much.